Welcome to the podcast. You know, I was thinking about this the other day. If you ask someone like 20 or 30 years ago to picture a software developer, the image was always the same. Someone hunched over a keyboard, headphones on, just hammering out thousands of lines of cryptic text, line by line.
Yeah, the Matrix coding montage.
Exactly, yeah. But that image feels dead now, or at least on life support, because this isn't just about new tools anymore. We're watching a full rewrite of what it even means to build software. We're moving from manual coding to something closer to AI orchestration. And to help unpack that, I'm joined today by Dr. Bob. He's someone who's been deep in this world for a long time, watching the tools evolve, the workflows break, and then rebuild in real time. Dr. Bob, really glad to have you here.
It's great to be here. And yeah, you're right. I mean, this shift isn't coming anymore. It's already happening.
Okay, so let's ground this in reality for a second. If I'm a developer walking into work today versus, say, 3 years ago, how different does that day actually look?
Look, it's a radical transformation, truly radical. By late 2023, about 75% of developers were already using some form of AI coding assistance. But now, we've crossed into something else entirely.
Something else, how?
We're in the era of what people call CHOP, chat-oriented programming.
Chop. That sounds like a cooking show.
Yeah, a little bit. But think of it less like cooking and more like directing a kitchen. You're not chopping onions yourself, writing syntax line by line. You're having an ongoing conversation with an AI. You say, I need a login page. The AI drafts it. You critique it. It revises. You iterate.
So the human becomes the manager.
Exactly. And it's getting even wilder. Have you heard of vibe coding?
Vibe coding? No, that sounds honestly incredibly imprecise.
It is. And that's the point. Developers guide the AI with high-level intent, the feel of the product, sometimes just voice commands. They don't even look at the code at all. They just check whether the app, feels right.
Okay, hold on. That sounds amazing for prototypes or startups trying to move fast, but also kind of terrifying. Letting an AI lay the foundation without checking the bricks?
Oh, absolutely. It keeps security folks up at night because you end up with what we call house of cards code.
Which collapses.
Exactly. Looks great on the surface, slick UI, buttons work, but underneath it can be fragile. Hidden security issues, performance problems, hallucinated logic. AI doesn't understand correctness, it understands patterns.
So how do companies stop everything from just falling apart?
Accountability. We're seeing teams tag AI-generated code in version control, almost like a warning label. They treat it the same way they treat code from a very fast, very eager, slightly inexperienced junior dev.
So there still has to be a grown-up in the room.
100%. Humans review, verify, and take ownership before anything ships.
That actually leads perfectly into something else. A year ago, everything was called a copilot. Now I keep hearing the word agent. Is that just marketing, or is there a real difference?
No, it's a genuine leap. A copilot is like a GPS. It helps, but you're driving. It waits for your input.
Okay.
An agent is semi-autonomous. It can drive for a while. A CRM agent won't just draft an email. It researches the lead, writes the email, sends it, and updates the database. No clicks.
That's a massive shift.
Huge. And now we're seeing agent swarms.
Swarms.
Yeah, groups of specialized agents. A planner agent breaks down tasks. Worker agents execute. Reviewer agents check the output. They talk to each other.
But for that to work, they all need access to the same data, right?
Exactly. And that's where MCP comes in, the Model Context Protocol. Think of it like USB-C for AI.
A universal connector.
Right. Secure, standardized access to your tools, your data, your systems.
Okay, uncomfortable question time. If agents can research, write, and code, what happens to entry-level jobs?
It's uncomfortable because it's partly true. AI is great at boilerplate, the exact tasks juniors used to learn on. The bar is higher now. You're expected to think like an architect earlier.
And where are these architects working? Are we all back in offices?
Surprisingly, no. Despite the push, data shows about 80% of engineers will still be remote or hybrid by the end of 2025.
So fewer people managing more AI from anywhere. Does that make software cheaper?
It changes how we pay. Per-seat pricing is dying. If I have 3 humans and 50 agents, charging per user makes no sense. So we're moving to usage-based pricing. Pay for the work done.
That explains the rise of vertical SaaS.
Exactly. Healthcare, automotive, energy, industry-specific tools that charge for outcomes, not logins.
Before we wrap, this feels like the Wild West. Who's setting the rules?
Right now, the European Union. The EU AI Act is the first comprehensive AI law in the world, and it has teeth. Unacceptable risks are banned. High-risk systems are tightly regulated. Fines can hit 35 million euros or 7% of global revenue.
That's not a slap on the wrist.
No, that's existential. It forces transparency, labeling, and real accountability.
So the developer of the future isn't a typist.
They're an orchestrator.
A new chapter. Dr. Bob, thank you for this.
My pleasure.
And thank you for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.